wonderful good evening, everybody. Or good day, or whatever hits the spot on your end. So, let's do the last few clicks that I always need to do before I can get full on into gaming. We're gonna be slormancing a little bit around. Getting to my goal to level 75 and such. Getting better on the way. Getting more and more epic and such. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's disable that. Yeah, now I'm feeling comfy. Let's see, what was this thing? Nothing I wanted to wear. Let's put it to the chest. Oh, I already have a lower level copy of that one. Good. Let's dismantle the high level copy then. 11 grand. It's also quite a nice amount of money. But legendary fragments. I don't even want to know what I need them for. I surely will need them for something, because you always need your stuff for something. Hello there, poet. Welcome. Those cats just opened the door like wide open, so the rest of the apartment and my family can well hear me working while they're sleeping. Good job, cats. Anyways, so oh yeah, I'm feeling like some great forge runs. I have to do some anyways. And he can level so nicely here. Good luck, he says. As if I need that. Of course I need luck. So, yeah. Less of a knight now, more of a sword thrower. Feeling very sassy and confident about it. But so many ends where I need and want to optimize myself. It is disgusting. But, well, it is what it is. This game is wonderful. So much to do. Oh, I should have called the next wave early. So, got 3 cats plus 1 dog. Yeah, our cats are grown old already. They're now like somewhere between 11 and 13 years. And it's nice to show they want way more food than they wanted, or smaller portions, but way more often. And if you give them too much of something, they despise it, and then it all goes bad. Their habits have completely changed. But, well, they're now impatiently waiting for the late night food, but they already had something 2 hours ago. They have to wait now. At least a wee bit. Alright. Got that. Okay. Plus 44% gold quantity. Needs. I have so many items that I want to forge and grind and whatnot. Okay, now I'm catching the next wave. Because after a certain point, you can't just grab the next one. That's what I'm talking about. So, equipment quality. Yeah. Those seals aren't too much to worry about. They're very telegraphed, and I started to cherry pick much more for the bonuses compared to when I started this game mode. I gotta say, every nook and cranny of this game is really developed with love for detail. I'm wholeheartedly in love. Haven't had such fun since a while. Basically everything I like about ARPGs, minus the frustration that I know about from the bigger titles. It's been my verdict about over the last 20 hours I've been gaming this. Basically spent my entire weekend with that. With some interruptions to spend time with my family, of course, but my whole work time went down that one. You can weave waves nicely into one another, and that's pretty cool to have huge amounts of enemies on the screen the whole time. I would easily take a feature which allows you to automatically call the waves when the next one is ready. Like a check mark that you can put down. Alrighty. So, what's that? War chest quantity. Oh, a random curse. Yeah, alright. It's okay. I don't plan to make a super long run out of this anyways. We're grinding Reaper runes, so... see how horrible it'll be. Yeah, those throwing swords are really nice. Splash bleed AoE. Enemies are dying from damage over time. It's very simplistic. It's not even really a combo or anything. I do have a combo. By throwing a big fat stick on our enemy and hit him on the forehead and explode the bleed stacks. This game's silly like that, but I love it. What I really gotta say, I really enjoy the fact that this game is taking itself this little serious. All that gore and badassery that went into the ARPG genre, I grew a little bit tired of it. I now know why I had, last time when I was streaming that, so much talk about Sacred 2. It was because this game gives me the same good vibes that Sacred back then gave me. It has a little bit of humor, has a little bit of everything I like about ARPGs too. Okay, the enemy gains attack speed equal to my war chest quantity. Hello, curse! Pretty nasty one. Attack speed is vicious. Stacks high enough, this really bites your back. Yeah, good thing that I don't want to go for a long run. But in long runs I usually stay away from the curses because... yeah. This basically denies me off of getting a high quantity. Because I'm not strong enough. More elite enemies, bring it. Okay. Let's see when the boss will spawn. It's always the big question. There we go. So, Siege Leader mods. Wonderful. So this one is for equipment quality, and that's for fragment quality. I need gear right now. Way more. There we go. I mean, I haven't really reached the end game yet. We're on our way here because you have to check out some quests that basically bar you away from the end game. So, oh well, enemies trigger a lightning bolt by dying, but it's more of that stuff. Yoink. Probably could go for a higher difficulty level, but on a horde mode like that, yeah, quite. There we go. Stick to the face. Here, it's log throwing. You can mod that skill, obviously. Mine is modded in a way that I can attack even if I don't have mana. Entire thing here. I kept things very, very simplistic still. Working my way towards something more serious. Right now, nothing about this build really works. But it's not because I'm too lazy or anything, it's mostly because I'm lacking resources that I'm working on right now. It's really, really lovely. There's constantly something that I want to achieve. I'm slowly working towards too, while having the feeling that I'm always getting a little bit more powerful than before. This game is much, much better than I actually thought it would be. There we go. Let's give them some more damage. I can handle it. Yeah, it's difficulty level wise. I could go higher by now, definitely. Maybe I should. So, receiving decreased damage for distance, I don't care, the reward is that good. Level 64! Let's take that attribute and keep going. Come on. Now I'm watching my next wave button. There we go. Ooh, it's quite a lot of money. I need money to mod my items, you see. Well, let's take equipment quality. Love the fact how you can here manipulate how the loot will be modified. I admire the creativity of this game. It does so many things that I know from the genre, but in a slightly different and less frustrating way. It's amazing. Sorry for fanboying around, but I haven't had that much fun with an ARPG since a while. Bam. Very, very satisfying to take a stick and throw them at the enemy and totally detonating them. I don't need no gore. It's pretty okay too. So, I hope everybody around here enjoys games like these too. I don't know. I personally am a long-time big fan of everything in the ARPG genre. When I saw Diablo 1 back in the day, something made click to have it immediately. I terrorized my dad until we modernized our operating system so I could play the game. He hated me because I forced Windows 95 on him. He didn't want Windows 95, but I needed Windows 95. Very vivid memories. Alright. So. And what can I say? I did obsess about Diablo 1. I really played the hell out of it, pun intended. Oh man. So sad. Games like these are gone for good, obviously. I mean, I think Diablo 1 wouldn't be as great nowadays anymore, like I have in my memory. No chance. Alright, come on, Mr. Siege Boss. Don't let me waiting that long. Alright, rare modifiers. Enemies are bigger. Oh, gargantuan. Or a stupid amount of Fulgoran spirit amount. Or. Let's take that one. Reward is modified because it fits to the sword that I'm wielding. Oh, that's not a good spot. Invulnerability! It's the fun part. Ooh, that gargantuan really smacks. Careful. Enemies are suddenly hurting me again. For the very first time, actually. So many good things I'm looking forward to next week. So many good games had updates that I want to check out. Clanfolk I want to check out. Captain of Industry I want to check out. This one here, I don't want to leave my hands off of it. Really, really nice week coming ahead for all of us. But I felt like doing some hangout time with you. Sunday evening. Okay. Slorm. Slorm must flow. I love how this game looks like absolutely nothing, but has absolute insane depth behind it. Can't wait to see what we can do with the loot of this run here. I haven't modded since a while, but I held back my resources willingly to have something to stream. So we can tinker a little bit. Last wave until that gargantuan wears off. It's good because these guys were trashing me way too hard with that one. Ooh. Soon I'll get to find out what a primordial Reaper will look like. It's when your weapon hits level 100. Ooh. Okay. So, more escorts, or... oh yeah. That money. So, the extra damage modificator of the enemies is gone now. Most of them only last a certain amount of time. Not all of them. Many are permanent. To make sure that the run gets harder the longer you play it. This is a really, really cool system in and by itself. Okay. Hey, Astra. Oh, that's so lovely to hear. Cyrilum is a wonderful game, but man, can it be confusing at the beginning. I totally hear you. So, 25% of the Slorm you should loot is converted into Elder Slorm. We can't get that elsewhere. Gain quality every time you complete a wave with at least one active hostile obelisk. Ugh, nah. More gargantuan. So it doesn't kill me. But I mean, I was a little bit unaware the last time. There we go. And already we have made ourselves a difficulty level that was absolutely a breeze into something challenging that can't kill me if I don't pay attention. So many reasons why I enjoy myself with this game so much. here holding me. That dome guy. So, duration of all challenges is Let's see. No. No, let's take that one. Let's make the floor a little bit lava. I can't handle that. Love that throwing sword skill. It's so much fun to play that. Just tip them and then they bleed. I don't know why, but I have always, in any game that I've been playing, a huge love for damage over time effects. It's a personal favorite of mine. I really noticed. If it's damage over time, I enjoy it. Oh, okay. Pop the panic bubble. This is not good. How long until that Gargantuan wears off? Ooh. Okay, good stuff. It's the last wave. Gargantuan makes the enemy hit harder until I have hit them myself. So basically the moment they are tapped, they are not hitting that hard anymore, but before that, they do. Okay. So. Yeah, a little bit damage over time resistance really sucks for my build, but the reward is good. Currently, I have to fix so many ends. I don't have any real life reach. I can't change my weapon, because my entire healing is bound to my sword, which converts part of my skill activation costs into healing, which is pretty nice, but it's also pretty crappy, because the other swords could do so much more. I already have a sword that enhances my bleeding damage, or damage over time dealt. Yeah, but I can't wear it right now, because it will die if I do so. Okay. So, I think I activated Gargantuan for the remainder of the expedition. Sucks to be me. We need to get out of here as soon as the raid boss has spawned. I ruined this run for good. For what? For a handful of Slormites. Gotta say, this is one of the weirdest games that I ever played, but also enjoyed myself a lot. You love the look of this game. I mean, if you enjoy Cyrillum, chances are you enjoy this one too. Because it's as crazy deep as Cyrillum is, but only in the single character development. You're not developing a team. You have 3 different character classes that you can play on one account, so to speak. You can swap them freely between runs. Sorry, I need to focus for a sec here. That's the guy I've been looking for. And our enemies are not behaving as intended. Alright, you're not developing a monster team, but you have, give me a sec. You have here the Knight, the Huntress, and the Mage. You can play them, switch between the runs. They all have an insanely huge, deep skill tree, and I mean, it doesn't look like much. You only have these skills here that you can put on the left mouse buttons, on the right mouse buttons, but they can be modded very, very differently. And every one of them can be, if this mastery rank ever ends. While you're using them, they level up and they grow stronger due to that. You have 3 different specs on every character class that have a really Nice skill tree to be found on each one of them. That's only that one. You have also Ancestral Legacy, which looks shockingly like something Path of Exile did. You also have a register of 120 different weapons per character. Stuff. Lots of stuff. It's amazing. I love this game. Oh yeah. And I'm only skimming a few mechanics here. There's so much more. So, what did we loot? Enhancement rune of Fulguron. I need triggers, guys. Alright, whatever. You can't put runes on your sword, but you need a specific assortment that it really works on out for you. At least if you have a crappy build like I do. There we go. But that was a good run. Until I made them gargantuan. Then everything was kind of like not so good anymore. Okay. So, what did we loot here? A new helmet, which I'm not interested in at all. Too bad. So, let's put some levels on our gear. That gives them some nice extra percentile stats. This is a gambling system until you wear the equipment long enough. Then it's not a gambling system anymore and you get the upgrade for free. So you basically can decide if you want to gamble and you're impatient, or you're just leveling it a little bit on the side like I do it here. Like I said, frustration-free things. Okay. That's a nice amount of stats extra. That helps. Oh yeah, 16k now. Alright, we're growing bigger by that. This is good. So to unlock the actual endgame, as far as I understood things, I need to fulfill these things now. The last couple of trials. But we're getting closer. Yeah, let's see if I can go one more here. Stop dodging. Oh yeah, that's some hungry cats in my vicinity. Oh, I forgot to mention that I got a dog by now too, Poet. Finally. Got her last year. When business finally went well enough to be able to afford one fine, loyal companion for us. And she's a really gorgeous one. I grew up with dog, you know, and once she moved in, I know what has been wrong all the time before, because no dog. Damn, very, very obvious. You cats, you're also great, but a little bit annoying at times. Not gonna lie. They're siblings, let's call them Mr. and Mrs. Cat. Mr. Cat loves to wake me up because he's hungry. And today he waked me up with some lashing of his tail in my face. After puking into the kitchen. Since they grew old, that's their way to saying, man, I'm so starving. You haven't fed me since 4 hours. I'm dying over here, literally. I don't know. Most of the time they just ate some hair, and I'm taking things way too personal, but... Bam. Bam. So satisfying. That noise when you explode the bleed stacks with a, with the blunt force of a wooden log. That's SLORMANCER for you, man. And I haven't even played the Hunter or the Mage class really too much yet. My idea was to start out with the class that I would like theoretically the least. So you start with the least tasty thing. Oh, that's we adopted her too. She was rescued from the Mediterranean Sea, somewhere in the Yugoslavian region. They couldn't really pinpoint it. But she's basically been astray. And she was 1 year old when we got her. So really lucky with that. And a very, very shy and friendly character. Alright. Floor 44 and we're going strong. Nice. This is kind of like your development test. If you're growing strong, then this place here is no problem. If not, you're going to die here. This is also the place where you unlock really interesting new things. Go. Taking a little bit too much damage for my taste, but I still have deflect on mine. Just not using it because I don't need to, basically. So yeah, I am not over-exaggerating when I say that I have here for now my next, my current favorite game. Stuff that I like to play most in my free time. Yeah, Monster Sanctuary didn't really hook me somehow. Maybe I'm too hardcore into numbers and stuff like that. It could be. I know that I am a little bit, quickly disappointed if things aren't complicated enough. I'm just weird like that. But I mean, it's pretty good that games like Monster Sanctuary exist for people that are not wired like me and still want to enjoy the genre. Because I gotta say, everybody who has played Serial Ultimate to some degree would certainly agree that the game is not for everybody, and never will try to be for everybody, and that's because that's why it's so great. But also, yeah, mainstream is the other way around. All right. Ghosties. This is so weird. Sometimes the composition of enemies is much easier, I feel like. But whatever. Don't want to mutter here. Progress is going really, really well. And for my next quest, I only need to be hitting level 50, so... Looks like I'm well underway. Lovely. Really want to fix my healing problem somehow, though. Really annoys me. that my whole sustain mechanic is bound to my weapon. There's so cool weapons in this game. But the good thing is, I mean, you technically want to level each weapon until level 100 somehow. If you're curious like me. But so we're just doing something we would be doing anyways, right? So, but I do take way more damage by now. That is noticeable. There we go. I think we're going to leave the temple for now and upgrade our item, which grants us more experience because I have a quest which says I have to level until 75. Or am I going to greed around? Yeah, let's greed. Boyar, hi there. So happy to see you. Yeah, Astro, I hear you. I don't know. I love games with a high depth and complexity level, but I also see that we all like different things in games. Which is a good thing, altogether. Let's see how this one will go for me. You have damaging traps, but the kind that I most of the time have not such a hard time evading, except for tracking beam. Tracking beam is kind of a bummer. So, whoop, whoop. There we go. Not a single lick of damage on me. Left after we're done. But good. Maybe I can do the 50 already. There's the last words. Again, containment beam. Ah, no. Tracking beam. Just took that. Bam. Death by lock in the face. There we go. Another advantage is that this is an ARPG that I can play while my 7-year-old is around. Path of Exile and Diablo don't really fulfill those qualities anymore. At least as a responsible adult, I can't. That gory stuff is just going a little bit too far. Yeah, he shall mature a few more years until he just finds that, cool, give me more. We're going to deal with the gore face then, but he's not old enough for that. Morbid fascination comes later. It depends on the kid, obviously, but he's not there yet. Oh yeah, Clanfolk. Grab it, Poet. Grab it. It's a wonderful game. I have held myself back off of it only because it wasn't finished yet. But I decided that the most recent update that I saw sounds like it's now done enough to put my fangs into it and enjoy myself. Because, you know, I don't like early access versions that are not fleshed out enough. Because I personally despise to relearn things. I don't know, that's one of the things that I really hate most. It's one of the very few things that, for example, I would say I dislike about my time with Age of Wonders 4 and generally Paradox games that are the good ones, the remaining good ones. Is that they force you to relearn quite regularly. This is a quality that I don't like too much. Expanding what I learn, no problem. but relearning because mechanics fundamentally change. That is something that in early access versions can't happen quite regularly, to get back to the point here. And that's why I often wait with my attention for early access games that I really think will be great until they are fleshed out enough. Bothers me. I thought I knew how the game works. Songs of Six does that. But I forgive Jake because he's a flippin' genius. So... I think you can stick with Last Epoch. Last Epoch is on a similar really good venue in terms of depth. They can compete, very much so. If you like your time in Last Epoch, no problems. This one is a little bit more on the funny side and a little bit more on the over-exaggerating side, humorous. So basically, that's that. And what these guys here really do well is to give you a continuous sense of progression, because you continuously can improve what you're wearing, skills and everything is less dependent on drop luck and much more on patience and modifying on a certain point, because you get tons of currencies that allow you to upgrade things. While there is still drop luck involved, don't get me wrong, there are items that are rare. So here this game does that with these green lines, with the exclamation marks. These are not craftable. They only drop. And basically you want to craft an item that has these. So in a nutshell, Last Epoch, also a really, really great title. I don't know, I didn't like their pacing. The game feels a smidge too slow for me, if that makes sense. I will get back to it when I finally get that bias away from myself, but I enjoyed my first few rounds around there. Yes, but it somehow didn't stick. But it probably was me, gotta say. Patchy Master. Yeah, Epoch and this game are very different, definitely. Definitely. But, I mean, every good game has its character. So... well, very, very complex Boyar. Yuma, I there, where I would say, yeah, it has a lot of depth to it. That's what I like, what I would try to say. To summarize it up a little bit, 3 classes, 120 different weapons for each class that really have very different gameplay options that really do make a change, and lots of different ways to upgrade your gear, an entire way to individualize the stats on your gear the way you want to, and it also includes a lot of game modes that you can play in various ways. So if you like ARPGs and you like grinding up your character, I would say buy it, put yourself a clock so that you will be able to refund it in the 2-hour window, but if you're enjoying yourself, you should keep it. I think in 2 hours you can find out if this game clicks for you or not. Definitely. My opinion. Alright. Do I have enough Elder Slorm? Songs of Six is such a great game. I really hope that when it's done, it'll get the attention it deserves. I will do my best to help in that quest. It's way too... it's criminally underground still. But, yeah. Yeah, Steven, I can only recommend, if you like the genre, this definitely is a very chill, but still serious approach to the genre. They're not taking, they know their audience. whoever made this knows what ARPG players want, and put it in here in a way that you can enjoy your time instead of being frustrated because you're not getting your drops. I don't know how the end game is. Not there yet. Working on it. If that's anything worse, I was constantly giggling when I was still playing the story because the writing is hilarious. If you are into humorous comic humor, yeah, goofy comic humor, you're in for a treat. I for myself haven't dipped properly into Last Epoch yet. It's also because I don't really have... or put it differently. If I wanted to play Last Epoch, I need to make content for it, because otherwise I couldn't afford that time investment in my everyday life, because these games, they just bind you. With SLORMANCER, luckily, it is niche enough that it fits extremely well into my channel. With games like Last Epoch, I'm competing with big dogs like Mr. Asmongold, the Eternal Dweller of the Rooftop, or whatever he's called. Comedy ARPG, exactly. It's You're welcome, Boyar. You're welcome. It's my job. Trying to keep you informed about all the good things that happen in the gaming industry, because boys, they're happening a lot. It's just way too many games releasing constantly, if you ask me. There we go. So let's farm some fresh Elder Slorm for rank 50 of the Slorm Temple. Man, getting those things off the list. So, Wrath 4. Let's go.
This is very personal.
Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. Welcome. There we go. So, let's get that purple ooze, because that purple ooze, that's our entry ticket to the level to the 2 levels we've been before. The big siege thing you can only enter with that, and the Storm Temple as well. There we go. Huh. It's like we're almost there for Wrath level 5, eh? Nice. A new sword! So, this really gets to you eventually. Geralzo's Sword of Shadow Pact. Okay, what can this one do? Increases auras. Black Pact, I don't need this one. Damage diverted by black. I don't know this one, I mean. Increased blood. I'd need to know what Black Pact is to get me a translation of that, but whatever. I got a new sword. Most of these weapons are specifically tinkered for specific builds. What I want to wield for my specific build currently would be this beauty here, because it increases damage over time, which is exactly what I do. And with detonation, I could detonate their damage over time stacks more elegantly than with a stick to their face. Oh yeah, Chronicon is also really, really good. Today I was comparing to myself this one with Chronicon 2, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Last time I've been here, I haven't had these little problems with this difficulty level. So some things are going right with my gear. Biggest problem is that I still have so many starter items that I need to replace somehow. But just like a real noob, I have also wasted the biggest part of my currency that I've hoarded onto some wrong investments. In the crafting business, of course. I learned a lot. While creating a completely useless item. Well, it's not really useless. I would need to re-level it, which is costly. Which I didn't pay attention to. Cloak of the Insatiable. Overdrive bounce number. That's a neat one. But we're not playing with overdrive here. Ooh. Yeah, but until I have some way to sustain myself outside of the weapon that I'm wielding, I'll detonate my stacks with a stick to the enemy face. Ooh. But at least I have now played this game enough to be able to concoct next week a nice leveling guide. Yeah, so I need to detonate bosses. That's the only thing where I noticed that we're playing on a higher difficulty level than before. Dragon Skin Necklace. Finally. Magic item quantity. Tenacity, AoE, all damage, max mana. Overdrive bounce numbers, yeah. We got ourselves a keeper. Sweet. Now I only need some yellow boots. Boots, hello. Yeah, max life. Less damage. Max mana though. Mana regeneration, not bad. Okay, bought. We need to level them up, but at least they are now on a level that is more realistic. Oh, hello there. Elemental damage sucks though. Nah. Nothing I needs. Okay. What's really cool about this game is that every one of these legendary items, you can craft it to have as many stats as any of these yellow items. So I could now add as many stats as I want to. It's a costly hobby, but you know, we all need hobbies. No hobbies, no fun. Ooh. Lily boss fight. There we go. Oh, I need to break that chain. If they put a chain on you, that is quite deadly. This one drains your HP continuously. Okay. What do we have here? So that is a shoulder piece of a higher level. It's a super good evasion stat, okay. Reaper of Benediction. Seriously, a specific weapon for this legendary item. Off to the box you go. Okay. Let's sort that into the box and be happy that we got ourselves a new necklace and a new pair of boots. You guys are a lucky charm for me. I've been looking for those new item pieces the entire day. Nothing happened. Then I turn on my stream, play a few rounds, boom. It's now tier 4. Yeah, whatever. Good luck. Yeah, I need it. Ooh, this goes even bigger than that when I go on higher difficulty levels. Cool. Yeah. Let's see. I always wanted to know how much more lucrative it would be on a higher difficulty level, so that one comes very, very nicely. So, enemies have... Yeah, gimme. I want that gold so I can finally start modifying my items a little bit more. So, what did this one bring? Melee damage reduction? Nifty. Okay. Chronicon was also a game I really enjoyed. I only brought one character into the late game there, but it was a very, very fun trip. Let's use Slormaline quality. Yes, please. Yeah, I think I'm ready-ish for the 100 wave challenge. I would love to get me some extra sustain mechanics, though. Maybe we can fetch that in. Siege Peer! Siege boss percentile bonuses are always to pick, no matter what. At least if you want that room. If you want to stay 100 waves, I wouldn't pick them. Probably. Depends on the reward. There we go. Enemy regeneration. Nah. I want to get hunted by a ginormous fireball instead. Jokes aside, with a ranged kitey build like mine, that orb of fire is not really an issue. Unless, of course, I get fixed to the ground by those spooters. Okay. More siege leader upgrades, yes please. Leveling quite decently here though, but probably it also shows that I leveled up the ultimatum that increases my XP gain. There's just so wonderful many layers that you can interact and improve your character with. The bomb for better equipment. Yes, I hate the ice bomb mod, but I love better equipment. So... Screamy Mech Scream Face plus spiders is also a really nice, nasty combo. I generally hate those spiders quite a lot. Okay. Nah, more siege leader upgrades. If I wouldn't have been out for the siege leader here, I would have taken the third reward though. But I want to get there as quick as I can. don't want to take this one here too easy. Tickets for this place are rather costly. Or require some grind. Costly is really not the right term now that I think about it. Tire wave is just coming out of the main entrance. That's fun and quite rare. More enemies. Very welcome. Ah. There's my boss man. Oof. Taking more damage than I like. That's the reason why we're not taking the 100 wave challenge here. Good. Oh, that was spicier than I wanted. But we did it. So, Rune of Inner Fireworks. Oh yeah. This is fun. Ferocious Affinity. Again, no trigger. You're really letting me down with those triggers. Too bad. I don't want to explain these runes without proper triggers and such. Alright. Less than a minute away for some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. So... salvage. I think I'm going to salvage the leftovers in my inventory here too. So I need a better build. That's one thing. And there's still so many low-level items. Ugh. Driving me up the walls. Okay. Let's do that level 50 here. Let's see if I'm able to. Oh. The Temple Keeper. It's a boss fight right off the bat. Sweet. Drops swords from the ceiling and uses all the trap things. Oh yeah, I've been told that this thing is supposed to be a big fat stone statue. Yeah. So far so good, but I didn't lose the half of my HP. Let's see, most of the time enemies get worse over time. Yeah, a little puzzle game, eh? Puzzle is something else, but you get the idea. Oh. Okay. No second phase? No? Okay. Okay, he will come back, the magey dude says. What did I find? Ultimatum of Echoing Beyond. What is you? Melee recast chance. Sweet. Elder Sword of the Slorm Temple. What is you? Elder Slorm Find. Non-elite enemies have a chance to drop Elder Slorm. Nice. Alright. Primary equal to current Elder Slorm. Okay. Weird. But why not? Not going to pay all that money for this item, though. Let's level up the leveling rock instead. Okay. I did level 50. Look! The first one of them. Good. So, if that one was a breeze, let's go on over and see if we can upgrade our gear a little bit. I got some good items by now. Some items that I actually also want to increase. So, magic item quantity. I don't really want that. What is here in store? Max life, max mana, raw damage. So, well, let's roll a few and see where we end up. It's really cheap. Perfect quality max life roll. But I am healthy enough. Mana regen. Do I want that? Let's stay there for now. That's where we keep the life, but we reroll the number a little bit. That's good enough. So, magic stat. I am not happy with area increase size. Well, what could we... Damage over time. There's so many things that I would want to have. Is there some life leech or anything like that? No. Damage over time. That's where I want to have it. So, raw damage, nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. I don't want to spend my few epic Slormalines on that one. This bad boy is already pretty okay. Let's see. I'm gonna be locking that life here. And reroll that evasion stat. Better. Can I unlock it again now? Yes, I can. Great. Wonderful. I'll keep that elemental resistance. Elemental resistance is not really a bad thing. Max mana. Here, I think we can do better. Inner fire chance. Oh, I keep that. Inner fire chance is so fun. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, friends. So, let's see. Projectile damage reduction. Can we get something tastier on the defense stats? Nah. It's fine. But the magic stat with the armor, that really blows. Let's do something else here. Percentile raw damage. So, Healing on hit or stuff like that is really nowhere to be seen. Experience gain, no. Mana regen, that's been the one that I've been oogling. So, yeah, I'll keep the rest like this. I don't want to overdo it, I just want to get these items a little bit more towards my taste. Here, the magic stat, for example, is really not what I want to have. Life on kill. Oh, this one can have life on hit. I need that. Mana on hit would be equally tasty, but we need life on hit. Life regeneration. There we go. There's better. Okay. Let's keep it like that for now. Life on hit is such a game changer. Been looking for that since a while. All right, we're out of Elder Storm. Need to fetch some burst. Oh. Eight. Yeah. So my cursor decided to leave the screen. I didn't mean to delete that message. I also didn't mean to pin that message. So I'm very, very sorry. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so we should now be able to heal ourselves much, much better. Leads me to the question which gear pieces can have life on hit as well. Question needs researching. That's the stuff I came for. Let's see if this configuration will be good enough to guide me through 100 waves of level 3. I am quite positive, though. But I also think I don't have enough Elder Storm yet. One more floor. Triple Rift! It's a dead end. Okay. Ooh. The boss spider. Meh. Those spider monsters, I really despise them. Ooh, a chest. Few gems. Okay. I don't mind enhancement material. Okay, that's good enough. Let's see if I can get a little bit better than that. So, Friedrich, my man. What's the magic stats here? Life on hit, baby. Here we go. Oh, damage over time. That would be tasty too, but no. Wait a sec. What can we do on the base stat end? Lock max life. And reforge. Stat. Mana regeneration, eh? That would be not bad. There we go. Let's go back to the magic stats. Hopefully I don't run out of stones. There we go. I'll stick to the life on hit. This will finally give me the opportunity to play a different weapon. So these three are completely somewhere else. But after so much time with this specific Slorm Reaper, I don't want to drop it here before it's level 100 now. Okay, off to wave 100 we go. Hopefully. Wish me luck, guys. But I am quite confident due to the fact that I got so much more self-healing now. Oh yeah, we can now also play the haphazard champion. Because I'm not that much in need anymore for self-heal. Ooh, that's a lot of slurp too. Let's reskill that. Ascension cooldown, that's good. Let's invest some points, because here in this game, every skill you upgrade makes you stronger in general. Not interested. Just interested in increasing my damage. Yeah, alright. I got enough Lorm invested now. That's been the most important part for me. Yeah, I don't have the life regeneration now anymore. But I got a jump, which is also very, very life-saving. And in all honesty, I think even more life-saving than the other way around. Obviously, if you just stomp people's faces, you also can be safe afterwards. Thanks, Poet. There we go. Well, let's see. I'm confident that I actually got a chance. I mean, the fact alone that I'm currently not playing the defensive character class, but instead this guy here is a big step forward. Because I only chose this dude with the panic bubble skill because of obvious reasons. Okay. Finally level 65. Focusing into XP is definitely something I can give as a general piece of advice. Games asking you on way too many ends to be a certain on a certain level helps a lot. Well, HP are looking really good. Oh, I got an idea. We're going to go this skill. That's way easier. We can, this way, detonate or bleed stacks. Really, really easy. And that here, if you ever played Path of Exile, you're very, very familiar with that. Probably. Not bad. That, what I'm trying to get down to, will trigger the heal on hit quite stupendously. Fun. Alright, what do we have here? Bombs? Seals of blindness? Yeah, I want the bombs. Anyways, the main idea here was that the whirlwind will be much better to actively heal myself if I get wounded. This is now basically my sustain skill. Crazy. I love this game. You have such freedom in how you want to build your build. It's something I really appreciate. Because, for example, it's up to you how you do these mechanics. There's plenty of other options to do so. And I'm doing it extremely newbie here the whole time. Experienced SLORMANCER players would really I think, do more out of what I got here. But it's fine. Gear equipment quality. Gear equipment. Gear quality. My English is Englishing very well. But it's not the yellow from the egg. Only Germans can understand, I think. But if you do, you do. Okay. So far, so good. That works decent. Yeah, give me more equipment quality. Maybe I'll make it until this point. Who knows? Maybe not. But so far, I think I have a realistic chance. I don't like the lightning bolts that spawn out of enemies too much, but they are much less terrible than I think they are. Okay. Yeah, bring the massive fireball. I'm used to that one. The real question will be, am I still awake enough to do this? Or do I need to go for it tomorrow when I'm less sleepy? Well, let's see when the siege boss will be here for me. Wow. This is ripping them apart. But I mean, it's only difficulty 3. And by now, it really, really shows. I kept trying to throw a stick on the enemy, which oddly enough didn't work. Next wave. Yo. Oh my goodness. Very, very satisfying gameplay, especially the part where where you explode fleet stacks. But I'm almost dead here. So it turns out that melee stuff isn't good for me. Okay. Good thing that I have reliable self-healing capabilities by now. Oh, that was scary. That was almost the end of my run. Ugh. Maybe I can't do the whirlwind for self-heal purposes. Oh well, wrong. Just need to time it right. Oh yeah. Okay, only a short tap. Alright, that is pretty lame and cool. At the same time. God, this game is so fun. Yeah. Although I think a good AoE ranged attack might be even better. If I have one, I don't know. The spear could work. It's very AoE heavy. But time to say goodnight, my friends. I am so tired. I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. I don't think I will make the run until level 100. Anyways, thanks for watching, you all, and we're going to be continuing next time. Have a good night. Thanks for being around, and sorry for being away that quickly. I wanted to stay longer, but yeah.